Hello everyone. Today I am going to demonstrate you about the hydraulic experiment, which is a part of our mechanical engineering lab class ME326 and ME421. And in this hydraulic trainer experiment, we are going to perform various experiment which is uh, covered in our syllabus. So before starting the experiment, I am going to uh, elaborate about the what are the component inside this hydraulic trainer. So this is the manual where the hydraulic trainer in detail of hydraulic trainer is given. Okay, so this is the basic principle is given. Okay, this is the basic hydraulic principle is given. So we have one reservoir, one uh, motor here, and one pump here. So this is a pressure relief valve, and again after performing some function, oil will come back to hydraulic tank. So this is one control valve. This is spring return control valve, and this is the double acting cylinder, and this is one flow control valve. Okay, so this is the hydraulic power pack. Following components is given as one power pack circuit is given here. So these are the components: one hydraulic tank, level gauge, all those components are given here. So in our experiment number 1, so this is the we are going to study the cavitation and radiation in its effect. We are going to use relief valve and globe valve here, and this is the operation procedure. Here is the circuit diagram of your of our equipment. And for second experiment, we are going to perform the construction of hydraulic circuit to control double acting cylinder using 4 by 3 way directional control valve, where apparatus we are going to use a double acting cylinder, uh, 4 by 3 way DC valve, directional control valve, and one relief valve. One circuit diagram is given. According to this circuit diagram, we need to connect our hoses in this hydraulic system. Okay, and in experiment number 3, we are going to build one reconstruction of hydraulic circuit to be used a regenerative circuit using 4 by 3 directional control valve. Here objectives of the experiment is to study the operation of regenerative hydraulic circuit, and to study the 4 by 3 directional control valve, and to study the relief valve. Apparatus we are going to use one double acting cylinder, 4 by 3 this directional control valve, one relief valve, one hose pipe, and some hose pipes are there. This is the circuit diagram to connect the hydraulic hoses in our hydraulic trainer. And last and final one is the experiment number 4, to study to control a double acting cylinder by 4 by 2 way directional control valve. Okay, so here to study the 4 by 2 directional control valve, to study the relief valve, to study the double acting cylinder. And apparatus we are going to use one double acting cylinder, relief valve, 4 by 2 directional control valve, and some hose pipes. Okay, this is the circuit diagram. So first I am going to give you a little uh, introduction about our hydraulic trainer. So this is our hydraulic trainer. So the components are for number 1. This is one double acting cylinder, and number 2 this is deceleration valve, and number 3 this is also one double acting cylinder. Number 4 and number 5, these are pressure gauge to monitor hydraulic pressure. This is also one pressure gauge to monitor hydraulic pressure. Okay. in the circuit, and this is one check valve, and this is one pressure relief valve, and this is pressure reducing valve. This is one hydraulic motor, and this is 4 by 3 directional control valve, and this is 4 by 2 directional control valve, and this point number 13, this is a intake manifold from where we take the hydraulic power line, which is this, from where we can take uh, hydraulic pressure to required component. So this is point number 13, which is connected to our hydraulic pump. This is hydraulic pump number 14, and this is our hydraulic tank number 15, and this is number 16. This is manifold where from where hydraulic oil will return back to hydraulic tank. Okay, so these are the component, and this is the one on off button of this hydraulic pump, and these are the components, available components of our system. Last components is that this one number 18 is a sequence valve. A sequence valve means this will this valve can sequence two double acting cylinders. Okay, means when say cylinder number 3 going to top that position, and cylinder number 2, then it will begin to uh, come out. Okay, so this type of sequencing can be possible by using this type of sequence valve number 18. Okay, so this is the introduction part of this hydraulic trainer. So now move to going in experiment. Now I'm going to start the experiment of hydraulic trainer. So first experiment of the hydraulic trainer is the 4 by 3 directional control valve with a double acting cylinder. So this is the double acting cylinder, and this is a 4 by 3 way directional control valve. Okay, according to circuit diagram, pipes are connected. These hydraulic pipes are with the push fit connector. You can directly push and you can get the fittings. So as you see in there, according to switching the lever, the cylinder will go extending or retracting motion. Accordingly, you can observe the pressure of the extending motion and retracting motion. What is the hydraulic pressure? You can observe here in this pressure gauge. So extending nearby about 10, and retracting it will around 12 bar. It is in bar. So in this experiment, what will we see here? This is a called 4 by 3 directional control valve. 4 by 3 directional control valve. Why it is 4 by 3? Because 4 by 3 means 4 pipes are there. We need to connect here. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 4 pipes are there. One will be going to here, end portion of this double acting cylinder. 2 will be going to the other end of the double acting cylinder, and the last one, number third one, number 3 pipe will be going to the distribution to tank distribution manifold. Okay, hydraulic tank distribution manifold means after performing the work by this hydraulic oil, oil should be returned to this hydraulic tank through this distribution manifold. Okay, so in this, by using of 4 by 3 directional control valve, you can achieve 3 position. See, there is 3 position. See, this one, position 1, This is position 2, neutral 1, and third position where cylinder will extending. Means by neutral position you can hold your cylinder, double acting cylinder in between anywhere. Okay, this is the 4/3. Okay, next experiment with 4/3 directional control valve with regenerative circuit. This is the regenerative circuit where we are using same 4/3 directional control valve, 4/3 directional control valve, and but if you observe closely here, the one pipe is missing here. In this portion, say number point 8, the pipe is missing here. This missing pipe 8 is connected to here 9, point number 9, where it will be connected directly from pump, from pump distribution manifold to this here outlet of this double acting cylinder. Okay, so this is called regenerative circuit. So one pipe is connected to the 4/3 directional control valve and one directly from the pump, and when you actuate the actuate the lever, the extending motion occurs due to difference of cross sectional area of inside the cylinder. This is the cross section, internal cross section of the cylinder. So this is the piston, and this is the piston rod. Okay, this is the piston rod. So area of this section, say A1, so area of A2, this A1 is greater than this A2. So here, due to this piston, so less oil will be there. Here oil will be, due to large area, oil will be more. Okay, so here the pressure will be more, here the pressure will be less. So though it is connected from here from directly from pump, and here also the from this distribution directional control valve, pressure of the both the points is P1 and P2 is same, but due to this area, cross section area difference, oil pressure will move this piston toward forward stroke. Okay, so then the return oil from the P2 point, oil will be comes here, and it will again mix with the inlet pipe through this directional control valve. It will going to enter here, means this pressure will be add here. So this is regeneration of pressure, so you will get higher torque with this circuit. So that's why this regenerative circuit is useful for hydraulic jacks. Okay, so next circuit will be the 4/2 directional control valve, 4/2 directional control valve with double acting cylinder. Once again I am going to so this regenerative circuit. Here you can once also you can check the returning stroke speed is high, forward stroke is slow, but this is returning is fast, so also you can, using this circuit, quick return of hydraulic circuit can be possible. Okay, during performance you can also operation, you also need to note down this hydraulic pressure from this dial gauge. Okay, it is in bar. Okay, let's move to the last experiment with 4/2 directional control valve with double acting cylinder. This is the 4/2 directional control valve, this one. Okay, the connection will be same, but in this 4/2 directional control valve there is only 4 pipes. Also there is a 4 pipe you need to connect, but here in this by this actuating lever you can only actuate 2 position. This is there is no neutral position. That's why it is called 4 by 2 directional control valve. 4 by 2 directional control valve. Okay. 4 ports, 4 pipe you need to connect, and 2 position you are going to achieve. Say start the setup. When you pull the lever, then it will go to the extending motion. Accordingly, you can note down the pressure here, and when you left it, automatically due to spring return mechanism, this will come to this, but return that top and bottom that position. Accordingly, you get the pressure of returning stroke. So like that way, you will get the knowledge of this type of circuit, 4x2, 4x3 with double acting cylinders. So this is the end of our experiment. So if you have any query or questions related to this hydraulic trainer experiment, you can directly ask me. Okay. Thank you.